They waited for hours while Israeli troops completed their withdrawal. Lebanese families were supposed to return to their villages near the border in late January, in line with a ceasefire agreement that ended 14 months of conflict between Israel and Hezbollah in November. But Israel delayed its pullout to Tuesday.
I'm waiting. I want to enter Kfar Kila on the rubble, on destruction, on whatever. I just want to go to Kfar Kila. I'd rather be buried there than elsewhere. I just want to enter Kfar Kila. This is the only thing I'm asking.
Many returning home say their villages are unrecognizable. So much of their lives erased. Kfar Kila was among the hardest hit during the conflict, with intense fighting and bombardment. But Israeli troops also deliberately destroyed structures while they were here during the ceasefire. Returning is not an option without basic infrastructure and services. There is shock and disbelief, but defiance.
We returned despite the destruction. What is important is that we came back and that the Israeli enemy has left.
The Israeli army, however, remains in hilltop positions just inside Lebanon to guard against what it called ceasefire violations by Hezbollah. The government says it views the soldiers' presence as an occupation and will complain to the UN Security Council.
As Israel continues to turn a blind eye to their obligations, dishonoring all its promises, the conferring parties declare the following. Firstly, to resort to the UN Security Council, being the body that endorsed Resolution 1701.
All the while, Israeli drones are still overhead.
When the ceasefire came into effect, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said it didn't signal an end to the conflict with Hezbollah. Since then, Israeli strikes have been targeting what the Israeli army calls Hezbollah's assets.
The Israeli military is promising to continue acting against Hezbollah if the Lebanese army fails to do so. The army is now in charge of this region. It's tasked with pushing back Hezbollah as well as disarming its fighters. A major test for a state long absent. Zeina, Khodr, Jazeera, Southern Lebanon.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.